Hey everyone, welcome back to Perfectly Balanced Co. If you're new here, I'm Jen, and this is your weekly human design energy update. Every week, I break down the sun and earth gates and the bigger themes moving through the sky and what this energy can support in your real life, so you can work with the week instead of fighting it. Take a breath with me, let your shoulders drop, and let's step into it. This week brings a strong mental and corrective frequency. There is pressure to notice what is off, to see patterns, form an opinion, or want improvement. This is the kind of week that can be incredibly clarifying when you stay grounded in your body, and it can also become exhausting if you try to fix everything at once. Gate 17 brings the energy of opinions, pattern, recognition, and mental organization. Gate 18 brings the energy of correction, refinement, and seeing what could work better. Together, this is a week of mental discernment, a week of noticing where things need adjustment, a week of realizing that clarity is not the same thing as criticism, and that refinement works best when it is rooted in care. This week feels like seeing something more clearly than you did before. You may notice your mind becoming more active, more observant, more aware of what makes sense and what doesn't. You may also be more aware of what feels efficient and what feels misaligned. You may find yourself looking at your routines, your relationships, your offers, your home, your words, your body, or your schedule, and instantly knowing what needs to shift. That awareness is not the problem. The real question this week is how you hold what you see, because this energy can either become wise refinement or constant dissatisfaction, and the difference is presence. The difference is whether you are using your awareness to support your life or to judge it. So this week is not about becoming harder, it's about becoming clearer. It's about trusting that seeing what is off does not mean you need to attack it. It means you are being invited into a deeper level of discernment. The sun in gate 17 lights up the mental field. This is opinion energy and pattern making energy. This is the part of us that wants to understand what is happening and organize it into something useful. You may feel more mentally alert this week, more likely to notice themes or connect dots, and more likely to want language for what you are seeing. This can be beautiful for teaching, planning, editing, refining systems, and naming what has been vague. This can help you articulate what you believe, what you stand for, what direction makes sense, and what pattern actually is happening. But gate 17 can also become rigid if we forget that an opinion is a perspective, not the whole truth. So this week may bring moments where you feel very certain, and that certainty may be useful, but let it stay open enough to breathe. Let it stay connected to reality, not just theory. Then we have Earth in gate 18. This is the grounding force of the week. Gate 18 sees what needs correction. It notices what is outdated, inefficient, imbalanced, or unhealthy. It wants improvement and integrity, and it wants things to actually work. At its highest, this energy is sacred refinement. It helps you strengthen what matters, identify where something has slipped, and help you clean up patterns that have quietly been draining you. But when this energy is unconscious, it can feel like irritation, judgment, picking things apart, and feeling like nothing is quite right. So the medicine this week is to remember that correction is most powerful when it is rooted in devotion. If you find yourself shaming, proving, or pressuring, come back to devotion. What are you noticing because it truly simply wants to be improved? And what are you criticizing because your nervous system is overloaded? That distinction matters a lot. The deeper invitation of 17 and 18 is this: see clearly, refine gently, and do not rush to fix from frustration. Let your awareness become useful. This is a very strong week for cleaning up systems, editing offers, refining messaging, adjusting routines, seeing behavioral patterns, and naming what no longer fits. This is a week all about improving the way something functions. It's also a strong week for noticing where your mind has been overworking, where you have been holding too many moving pieces, where you need cleaner structure, where simplification would create more peace. Try not to demand perfection this week. It's a week to let intelligence become practical, let the pattern reveal itself, let correction be precise, and let the improvement be sustainable. The moon moves quickly through the week, and it changes the emotional tone day by day. Let this part feel like a weather report so you can understand the way energy may be moving through you. We start off in Gate 45. These are themes around resources, leadership, voice, and what is yours to steward. This can bring awareness around money, responsibility, and who's holding what. Then we move into Gate 12. The emotional expression becomes more selective. This is not a day to force words. Let timing matter and let mood have its place. Then we move to Gate 15. A wider field opens. You may feel both extremes and spaciousness. Let yourself come back to your natural rhythm instead of trying to perform consistency. Then we move to Gate 52. Stillness enters. This is a grounding point in the week, where your concentration gets stronger when you stop scattering yourself. Then we move into Gate 39. Provocation rises. Something may poke at your mood or your truth. Instead of reacting quickly, ask what this moment is revealing. Then we move into Gate 53, new beginnings, fresh starts, and a sense that something wants to happen. You do not need to finish everything this week. You just need to begin the right thing. Then we move into Gate 62. Details matter. Clear language matters. Precision matters. This supports editing, organizing, naming, and tightening up those loose ends. Then we move into Gate 56, a story of stimulation. You may want movement, conversation, or a change in energy. This can be a great time to share what you are learning. Then comes Gate 31, leadership through voice. What you say carries influence here. Try to speak simply, cleanly, and from grounded self-respect. Then we move to Gate 33, a quieter turn, more about reflection and privacy and integration. Let yourself step back and process. Then we move to Gate 7, direction through role and guidance. Notice what leadership looks like when it's calm and clear. Then we move to Gate 4, mental answers and formulation. The mind wants solutions. Let solutions come, but do not force certainty. Then we move to Gate 29. Commitment comes into view. Where are you all in? Where are you saying yes for momentum instead of alignment? Then we move to Gate 59. Connection and intimacy deepen. Honesty matters here. Softness matters here. So let closeness be clean. Here are the bigger background influences supporting this week. The North Node is in Gate 37. This growth path continues to highlight relationship, agreements, and community. There's support intending to what creates real belonging. South Node in Gate 40. Old patterns around proving, overworking, or carrying things alone may still be visible. Let support be part of the path forward. Mercury is moving through Gate 37 into Gate 63. Communication starts in themes of emotional agreements, care, and relational expectations, and then it moves into doubt and questioning. Speak clearly about needs, and later in the week, let questions sharpen without taking over the whole field. Venus is moving from gate 42 into gate 3. Relationships and values begin with completion and growth cycles, then shift into new beginnings and ordering chaos. There may be beauty in finishing something cleanly before opening the next chapter. Mars moves through gate 22. This brings emotional openness and grace. Let the energy soften and expression become more relational. Jupiter in gate 53. Expansion comes from beginning. This is not about massive leaps, it's about aligned starts that can actually grow. Saturn in gate 17. This makes the 17 energy louder. There is pressure to mature your thinking, to become more responsible with your opinions, and to let your mental perspective become disciplined, useful, and grounded. Uranus in gate 8. There's innovation around contribution and authentic expression. Your uniqueness wants a place in the room. Neptune in gate 25. A deeper spiritual softness moves under the surface. Innocence, openness, and universal love are present. This adds tenderness underneath a very mental week. Pluto in gate 41. Deep transformation continues through desire, imagination, and the seed of a new emotional cycle. Something new is forming at the root, even if you cannot fully see it yet. What this week might look like in real life. This week may show up as realizing your business needs cleaner systems, seeing where your message has been too broad, wanting to reorganize your home or schedule, becoming more aware of patterns in communication, feeling irritated by inefficiency, wanting better boundaries around your energy, seeing exactly where something is leaking time, money, or focus. This week can also bring sharper conversations. Opinions may feel stronger. People may be quicker to say what they think. And that can be helpful if it leads to truth. It can also become draining if everyone is attached to being right. So come back to this. Clarity does not need sharp edges to be real. And refinement does not need shame to be effective. Here's how to work with this week well. First, write down what you are noticing before you act on it. Let the pattern become visible on paper. That alone will help separate true refinement from emotional overload. Second, choose 1 or 2 things to improve, not 10, and this is very important, because this energy can absolutely convince you that everything needs correction right now, and it does not. Precision is more powerful than intensity. Third, notice the tone you are using with yourself and others. If your inner voice becomes critical, pause. Come back to devotion. Ask yourself, what would improvement look like if it came from care? That question changes everything. Fourth, let your opinions serve understanding, not control. You are allowed to see things clearly and have a perspective. Just let your perspective stay connected to humility. And fifth, build in stillness. This is a mentally active week. Stillness will help you tell the difference between what truly needs your attention and what your mind is amplifying. Try to remember this week that you don't need to fix your whole life or turn every observation into a problem. This week is here to refine, sharpen, and strengthen what matters. To see where structure would create more peace in your life. Let that awareness become a gift, and let correction become care. Refinement, over time, becomes a form of self-respect. Use this journal prompt as needed. Where is life asking me for gentle refinement instead of harsh correction? use this affirmation as needed. I trust what I see, and I refine my life with clarity and care. If you want extra support, I will have a meditation for this week's energy coming up and an affirmation loop to help your nervous system stay steady while you move through it. And if you want to go deeper into how this energy hits your personal chart, you can grab a mini reading in the link below. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time for the next update.